This is crazy. This is crazy. This is crazy.
Everywhere you turn, it's the same old sports talk, the same headlines, the same news, and the same boring information. This podcast is here to change all of that. We bring you hot sports takes, winning sports betting strategy and picks, reliable gaming industry news, and breaking interviews with some of the biggest names in sports business. My name is Ryan Newpel, and welcome to the Noop Sports Show.
I'm Roddy Newpel from NoopSports.com. That's KNUPSports.com. And this is your Lit Fire Sports podcast. All right, so the Cleveland Cavaliers, Boston Celtics made a trade in the NBA. NBA trade in August. You got to love it, right? Well, I couldn't be more bored by this trade. Warriors in 4. Golden State Warriors in 4. This does not change the landscape of the National Basketball Association. Stop it. Sure. Isaiah Thomas is 3 years older than Kyrie Irving, but both really good players. And honestly, the Cleveland Cavaliers are still the team to beat out East because they got a guy by the name of LeBron James. Now he has a point guard. You know, we were concerned with Kyrie Irving heading out. Would LeBron actually have a point guard? Now, it'll take a little bit of time for them to gel. And keep in mind, Isaiah Thomas is coming off that injury that forced him to miss the last 3 games, ironically, of the series against the Cleveland Cavaliers. But the full trade, Celtics picked up all-star point guard Kyrie Irving from the Cleveland Cavaliers, Isaiah Thomas, Jay Crowder, another guy, a bench role guy, Zach Zizic, and Brooklyn's 2018 unprotected first-round pick. To me, the Cleveland Cavaliers absolutely dominated that pick. You can't tell me there's that big a difference between Kyrie Irving and Isaiah Thomas. Sure, points don't mean everything, but you got to keep in mind the Cleveland Cavaliers had their backs to the wall. Kyrie Irving requested a trade in July, and basically, we don't know. Was he even going to play for the Cleveland Cavaliers? We don't know what was going to happen there. Isaiah Thomas has shown that he has flashes of being, he's an all-star. I would take Kyrie Irving in the long run at 3 years younger. Irving has 3 years, $60 million left on his contract that he can opt out before the 2019-2020 season, while Isaiah Thomas will be a free agent at the end of the season. So, Cleveland Cavaliers taking a little bit of a risk there, but come on. And Isaiah Thomas probably going to get a max contract, but come on, for the season. I mean, next year the Cleveland Cavaliers with LeBron James probably could be, possibly, might be, likely in his final season with the Cleveland Cavaliers before he bolts off to some sunny place somewhere far away. I mean, the Cleveland Cavaliers are still the team to beat in the Eastern Conference. The Boston Celtics picked up Jason Tatum. Now they got Kyrie Irving, but it's still LeBron's show. It's still LeBron's team. And I find it interesting because the Cavaliers and the Celtics will open the season in Cleveland on October 17th. So just as we thought the drama may go away, well, it's not going to go away because we're going to be talking about this game until that point. So the point of the podcast here is, everybody's getting excited over this NBA trade. And yes, 2 All-Stars have been traded. But honestly, I think the Cleveland Cavaliers came out the better end here because the unprotected pick that Brooklyn has is going to be a top pick. It could be a first round. It could be a number 1 pick. 2018 unprotected first round pick from the Brooklyn Nets. That's huge. That is absolutely huge just to pick up Kyrie Irving. And you have to give up Isaiah Thomas and a pretty good role player in Jay Crowder. And that's what some people are forgetting. Jay Crowder is going to help the Cleveland Cavaliers' depth. They needed some help with depth, and that's what they got. So, a lot of people saying, Boston Celtics, Boston Celtics, Boston Celtics. Well, I'm saying Cleveland Cavaliers, Cleveland Cavaliers, Cleveland Cavaliers, and they continue to be the team to beat out of the East. But who cares? I'm tired. Golden State Warriors in 4 games over either one of these teams. I think it'll be the Cleveland Cavaliers again, but it doesn't really matter. Golden State going to sweep them in 4 games. All right, that's my short and sweet podcast. NoopSports.com. It's a Lit Fire Sports podcast. I'm Rodney Newpel. Check everything out at NoopSports.com. That's KNUPSports.com.
Thanks for listening to this episode of the Noop Sports Show. If you enjoyed this podcast, please consider subscribing to our iTunes channel today. Plus, visit us at NoopSports.com for more picks, previews, strategy, and news. That's KNUPSports.com.